In the summer of 1999, during excavations for a housing development at Dunblane's Barbush Quarry, a 4,000-year-old child's necklace was discovered. Archaeologists found 3 burial kists from over 4,000 years ago. A burial kist is a type of prehistoric burial in which the deceased's body is placed inside a small rectangular stone-lined grave, where typically large flat stones form the walls and roof of the burial chamber. The remains of the deceased are often placed on a layer of pebbles or stones, and the grave is usually covered with a capstone to protect the contents. This type of burial is common in many parts of the world, including Scotland. Often, ornaments have been found within an excavated kist, which give an indication of the wealth or prominence of the individual buried there. The archaeologists at Dunblane's Barbush Quarry discovered a complete 124-piece necklace dating back more than 4,000 years, hidden in what is believed to be one of Scotland's earliest family graves, and considered the first of its kind to have been found intact in Scotland. The unique disc-bead necklace comprises 124 fragile and skilfully crafted beads made from cannel coal, and a boat-shaped fastener made from polished jet thought to have been traded from Whitby, Yorkshire, more than 200 miles away. Cannel coal is brown to black oil shale, and the beads were drilled using sand and increase in size from the back to the front of the necklace. The necklace was found beside the remains of a child's skeleton and a food vessel in one of 3 early Bronze Age stone kists. They are the first evidence of an early Bronze Age settlement in the area. The size and wear on the necklace indicate that the necklace had been worn by a young girl as a choker. Tests on teeth fragments and bone measurements suggest the girl was aged between 9 and 12 years. She was placed in the grave with her head resting on a food vessel decorated with thumbnail impressions. It's likely that individual burials in kists, which would at one time have been marked by a timber post or a standing stone. They reflected a much more hierarchical society in which we believe this may have been a very important family. The rare and precious necklace and offerings for the afterlife show they were certainly very well off. It is possible that this was the highest family's burial ground. This is the first kist to have turned up a complete disc necklace of this kind. Each kist would have been for one person laid down in a crouched position. The acid sand and gravel had destroyed most traces of the bodies, so that all that survived were fragments of teeth and bone. From its position, it was determined that the body had been lying on its right side with head facing southeast. The kists are the earliest datable finds from Dunblane's Barbush Quarry, which over the years has also turned up a 13th century hoard of silver coins, a corn dryer, and parts of 25 pots dating to between 4000 to 2500 BC. No traces of Neolithic houses have been found, but some of this pottery was from an area where there was evidence that cooking or burning had taken place. The Romans had built a road between forts, and part of this road ran through the quarry. A piece of roof tile came from the road ditch excavated in 1999. A hoard of 92 silver coins in a container were found in 1937 by Andrew Fleming, the owner of the quarry. They are reckoned to have been buried around the time of the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314 or slightly later. Other finds in Barbush have included fragments of medieval pottery and a jug from the 13th and 15th centuries. A corn drying kiln, which was excavated in 1981, is thought to date to the 1700s, and a spindle for hand-spinning thread and a stone loom weight were found from various times in prehistory.